Slab Cinema, grading film and television like collectibles. Is it a Mint 10.0 or a 1.2 dog? Let's find out.
Don't move.
It's time to review Jurassic World Dominion. We begin with what's that?
Do we have to? Is this a mandatory Dominion? Do we have to? I mean, I watched it, but talking about it's like, you know, like if you see a scary monster, you definitely don't want to talk about it after.
I see dead people.
Yeah, I mean, as a completist, though, as completist, which, I mean...
Fair.
Was that the $6 million man's boss?
It's Oscar Goldman.
Entertainment value.
I'll give it like a 3. It's still got dinosaurs. I guess that's something. It does still have a lot of the nostalgic cast that came back.
Look at you. And look at me. And look at you.
Can't get too upset, but I'm not going to go outrageous. It was not a very good movie, so I'll give it a 3.
I'm going to give it just a 1 on entertainment value. And the only reason I'm going to give it a 1 is for some reason, I just can't help myself. Ian Malcolm's character gets it a 1.
Is to take the time that we have left and, you know, just like we always do, squander it.
Nothing else will get it a 1 because it was kind of sad to see some of the other characters. But that whole locust, flying grasshopper junk, yeah, just no.
I'm going to go a little higher. I'm going to give it like a 5. The set pieces are well done. The pacing moves quickly. You can be entertained. You just need to turn off your brain and really not pay much attention to what they're saying and just watch them run and jump. That's where the entertainment value is for this one. Rewatchability.
I have watched this movie a total of 1 time, so I'm going to say that it's a 0 for rewatchability.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
I have not felt the need since to go back and watch it again. I remember everything that happened well enough, even though I don't remember everything that happened. But it's not pulling me to go just dig it deep and watch it again. So 0 on rewatchability for me.
I can't believe I'm going to give a movie that has a dinosaur gambling auction house, you know, underground thing a 0 on rewatchability, but I'm going to.
Nuts.
Because they didn't even make that epic. Because it should have been epic. Like, people should have been gambling on everything. It should have just been out of control. But no, I can't watch this again.
I am also going to go 0 because I rewatched this today in preparation for this. And again, and this has come up, it came up last time for the Jurassic series, that it gets worse every time you watch it. Because, I mean, the story is just glued together with duct tape and bubble gum, and the more times you watch it, the more apparent that becomes. So yeah, no, rewatchability of a 0. Execution.
I'm gonna go like a 2. I just feel like it's not a very good movie. They really lost their footing from what they had started in this trilogy. The Jurassic World kind of kicked the door down. They changed everything. They changed the characters. They changed the mission. They changed what everything was supposed to be. They changed dinosaurs' role in the world. They changed everything, and it didn't really make sense. It's like they were making it up as they go.
I don't know. I'm making this up as I go.
So I've got to give it like a 2. That's being pretty generous too.
I'm going to go 0.
It's a fumble. Fumble liar.
Because of the cast and how they were used. Alan Grant and all of them being back with Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard, and then you throw in a new character and all this, you would have thought they would have come up with something better, some better way of using these characters. I mean, it was nostalgia bait, but they used them in such a way where now I'm like, oh, I would have rather not seen any more story from any of these people.
Yeah.
I wish it was just over for them, but especially Chris Pratt and all of the Jurassic World characters, I could care less about any of them after this movie. The only person I hate more is the villain in this movie. Not because he's a great villain, he is just unbearably cringe and shouldn't even be. He shouldn't. I don't know. I don't want to insult any lower job. Like, he's not qualified to work any job beneath him. He shouldn't even be. Horrible.
Yeah.
And the pilot lady, he was just way too over the top for me. As soon as they introduced her, I'm like, I know I'm going to hate this character until the very end. And guess what, guys? I hated that character until the very end.
Execution, we're usually talking about effects and camera angles. And I don't want to lie, everything's in focus and the editing's okay and the acting is all right. But also in execution, you got to include the planning stages where they lay out these stories. And of course, the goal is to tickle everybody's member berries and bring back Ellie and Alan and Ian and mix them together with Owen and Claire. And you could have come up with like such a simple story to do that. But yeah, you got to go because the camera's in focus and the pacing is okay. I'm gonna give it like a. I was gonna go 3, but I'm gonna go 2. I'm gonna go 2 because this story is just such a mess. You can't rectify it. Originality.
I'm going to go 1. The dinosaur thing is just feeling played at this point. It's not feeling like an original story. It feels like something that we've seen over and over again, a rehash of something that we've already seen. I just can't go much higher than a 1 because it just seems like there was no there in the story, like Dan already mentioned.
This is going to be shocking. I'm going to go a 5 on originality because I never would have thought that a company would say, hey, let's do all this stuff we shouldn't do that no one will expect that will literally help ruin the franchise and probably hurt the next movie's box office and definitely put an ending point on all these characters. Like, no one will ever want to see any of these characters in a dinosaur movie again. Let's make sure that Alan Grant and that romance is finished off. Let's make sure Ian Malcolm's working for the bad guy, but being obviously a good guy. Let's make sure that the locust and all this is the problem. And we're really focused on that and the Steve Jobs, Elon Musk villain, but not the dinosaurs. I think that's pretty original. 5.
I have a concept, an idea of at least a little bit of a way to make this movie make sense. You have to have an elementary school understanding of science, where the subject of science is a monolith. It's just science, because when we meet Ellie, she's a paleontologist.
This is our paleobotanist, Dr.
Sattler.
In Jurassic Park. And by this movie, she's studying the effects of, mega corporate farming on the ecosystem.
We've been looking into the impact of industrial farming on the environment.
And all of a sudden she knows a bunch about DNA. So you just have to go with scientist. And a scientist is a scientist and they know all the science.
All things.
All things, because they're scientists. And it all works a lot better. But originality, I'm going to go, like Tim said, they got bored with the dinosaurs and they tried to mix in new things, but they just stole other things. Like, I really like Han Solo, but they didn't have to squeeze female of color Han Solo into this movie that already had too many characters in it. It's like Han Solo mixed with Baloo from Tailspin, which is also a ripoff of Han Solo. And we didn't need that. The movie's crowded already, and we didn't need Mos Eisley. This movie, I guess, if you got Han Solo, you got to have Mos Eisley to meet Han Solo. And then this chase scene felt like Bourne Identity or some of the later Bond films. That was not original. It was original to a Jurassic film, but not to film. It was like a grab bag of what had ever been popular in the last 3 or 4 years before that movie came out. And let's also add dinosaurs. So I'm going to go 0. That's what I'm going to do.
Love it.
So there we go. We have watched Jurassic World Dominion. We ran the numbers and it rated a 1.6. Slabbed.
Slabbed Cinema.